hopefully, so the idea, so we're trying to utilize things that we've already learned. The negative space, so I do want the waterfall here. I'm going to use, I don't actually know how much. What I would like to do is I would like to put something here that that you can see through. Something like that. A little bit of bushes here. And then I don't think this is not going to show up, but I don't think that totally matters in this picture. So the idea is that I'm going to use my little just a regular little paper towel, and I'm gonna have some white negative space here. Oh, I guess I should mention the lady. It's Dragonfly Spirit. Dragonfly Spirit. That's the lady that has done a lot of. She does a lot of sky and clouds and things of that nature. But for watercolors, I recommend. I mean, I learned quite a bit from that. So if you guys want to know more about watercolors, that's a good place to check out. But like some clouds here, and then I do want a little bit of mist, so I do want a little wash here, and then I'm going to have the waterfall come up that way. I don't know how this is going to work. This may not, but we're going to see. We are going to see. And I am using the other piece of my cardstock. So this is a 40-pound weight. It's pretty smooth. We are using noodlers. Again, this is because I have quite a bit of it, and I did get a mini fan brush. So I had a pretty big fan brush, and it was okay. Oh, see, this is what happens with ink. You're using ink, and it's not completely washed away. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna go. But we're gonna give it. We're gonna give it. We're gonna give it a try. So I want to use the negative space. And that's kind of interesting. And I'll put this out here. Little swirly swirls. That's more of an effect that I want. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to do that. And then, oh, what also happens is when you put your paper towel directly in the ink, it creates a pretty big mess, and that's kind of what I did. So I got a pretty big mess. But that's okay. That's okay. Then I will use my glass pen. Just cause. I'm not going to use it here. I don't know when I'm going to use it. Pardon me. We are listening to. I think it's Bork. It's Baroque. Because we were not big fans of. I wasn't a big fan of Mr. Chopin. So we are going to go with Baroque. And I think I'm going to use this is a Royal and Lang nickel. It says 10. It's a 10 flathead. And so now on to the NFL. There's a couple of things that's going on with the NFL. I did want to talk about the overtime rules. And I don't know if that shows up. I don't know that really matters too much. For what we're trying to do. The first thing I should note is that the Washington football team will not be known as the Red Hawks, and that saddens me a little bit. Saddens me quite a bit, because I thought that would be a really nice name for them, the Red Hawks. But alas, 'tis not to be. They're going to be the Commanders, for whatever that's worth. I don't know. It is what it is. I suppose. And then the NFL overtime rules. Because everybody wants them changed. And I think that's a knee-jerk reaction after the Buffalo Kansas City game. Everybody wanted them changed because for selfish reasons, I think. And it's sort of an unpopular opinion, I suppose, but I thought that sudden death was the way to go. It's like you have 60 minutes to win the game, and that's what you need to do is win the game in that allotted time frame. It's not, if you don't do it, then the coin does not determine who wins or loses the game. And people say, oh, your defenses take the field, your offenses. No, you have 60 minutes to win the game. You don't do it, then all we're trying to do is break the tie. That's the whole point. The whole point behind overtime is just to break the tie. That's it. Is this dry? I wonder if this is dry enough. So what I want to do, I don't know if that's going to work. What I wanted to do was put I wanted to put a little wash. I don't know what else to call it. In around here, I don't necessarily know that that's gonna be necessary, so maybe we won't do it. But I didn't really have a problem with how the NFL rules were set up in the first place. Again, that's a minority of a minority opinion. And let's see here. Let's go. Well, I will say, this cardstock, this glass pen on this cardstock paper is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Put a little bit of this. These are supposed to be rocks. And I'll go this way. I'll go this way. And try my best not to put my hand, but it's a failed attempt. So be it. So be it. So now we have these convoluted overtime rules, and if the team goes down and they score a touchdown or the safety, game's over. Basically, a field goal on the first drive does not end the game. And that's okay. That's alright. And yeah, I don't really know why I brought that glass pen to the party, because it doesn't really. Well, I don't even know if this really looks like water. I don't know that it does. So I feel like this whole the NFL overtime rules need to be changed. I think that's a sudden reaction to Mahomes and Josh Allen, because everybody wants more. And I don't know if those even look like rocks. I don't think they do. Because we did have a game go to overtime in the championship. Yeah, I don't know that really looks like water. I don't think it looks like water. I don't think it looks like water at all. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is I think the NFL overtime rules are fine the way they are. So now we are going to try our little mini fan brush. I don't know what to expect from this, but I think we're going to have good results. So I got it wet. I'm going to put it in there a little bit longer because these new brushes, they apparently come out with some kind of wax on the actual brush parts, and so before you use it, one of the things to do is to wipe that out. It's smaller, so we'll see. I think the effects will be a little bit, hopefully they will be a little bit better. I do want to go through. Let's go up here. And what I'm trying to do here is go through this crack in the tree. And I don't think we need to go too much lower. Let's try to match that on this side. I think it looks a little better on the right side. Instead of using strokes, we are just kind of going down a little bit. So let's apply that to the left side. And then the other thing is Tom Brady retires. And everyone says, oh, he's so great, he's so wonderful. I don't like Tom Brady. And people say, oh, well, because he wins all the time. And I don't like Tom Brady because he cheats all the time. And they say, oh, well, he's been in all these Super Bowls. And, he's... The one thing that they don't tell you is, what about how many draft picks has his team? Like, whenever you see those, oh, he's got all these yards and he's got all these Super Bowl rings and he's got all these Super Bowl appearances. Just say, well, how many draft picks has his teams lost because of cheating? How much money has his franchises had to pay because they were caught cheating? How many cell phones did he destroy because he's trying to impede an investigation? They don't talk about that. They don't. And that's why I don't like him, because he is a liar and a cheater. He cheated on his pregnant girlfriend to get with a supermodel. So you know that in his personal life, he's a terrible person. And he's one of the most unathletic quarterbacks. So what I'm doing here is, because this doesn't really look like much of anything, so what I'm doing here is I think I kind of messed this up, because if these rocks are in this water, there should be something. It doesn't exist in a vacuum, right? Like, there should be something. These rocks should be coming from somewhere. They shouldn't be suspended and in midair like they are. So what I was going to do was I was going to try to build up this side to make it look more like a rock side, and then I was going to have because now I'm trying to fix this picture. So what I think I still think I'm going to do that. I still think, yeah. But then what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to have it come out this way, so it looks like the Earth, as it were, has come up. So here, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, so Tom Brady, he destroys the cell phone. The NFL doesn't seem to mind that whole player conduct rule. I don't think it's Goodell's place to be doing that. Okay, so this is not a very good picture. It's not the best picture. But what we are going to try to do, I suppose the other thing, well, let's see what this does. If this does anything. I'm going to oversaturate this bottom. And so I like the fact that the inks on this seem to dry rather quickly. Oh, there we go. There's a little wetness. There's a little wetness. And we're going to go here. And so yeah, so I think Tom Brady is a liar, a cheater. He was one of the most unathletic guys coming out of college, and somehow in his 40s he's able to do these amazing things. And I maybe I'm a cynic. I know that I am a cynic. But I just think that, well, if it's too good to be true, probably is. Why did Belichick not want that trainer riding with them? Why did he kick that guy off the bus? I think in some ways I think Belichick created a monster. And that I think because after that, Tom Brady went to the Robert Kraft. He went to the owner, and he was like, "Oh, I need my trainer, my personal trainer, to ride with me." And Robert Kraft overruled Belichick, but Brady was. There's a reason he was a 6th round pick, because he was a nothing guy coming out of college. He wasn't. He was very, very mediocre, very, very average, not very athletic, and then he turns out to be the greatest quarterback ever. Like I said, if it's too good to be true, probably is. We know he is a liar. We know he's a cheater. So no, I do not celebrate his accomplishments. I think if you are one of those people like who thinks that Barry Bonds was fantastic, or you think that Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, those guys they didn't do anything wrong, okay, then you probably think that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever. But I do not. I do not. All right. This was kind of a terrible. I don't want to say it was terrible, but I don't think this was the best. Well, it certainly doesn't match what I had in mind. So let us. What did we learn? Well, I do like our little mini fan brush here, and I feel like just pressing it against the paper as opposed to having the strokes really helped out on this side. What is in the middle does not look like water in the least bit. This use of negative space, we're trying to mix we had an effect come up. It wasn't the effect that I had in my head. And like I said, the fact that this is not a tree, I think we can go in and fix it up. Maybe this is where my glass pen will come in. But yeah, let's do that. I'm not done with this yet. What side is our light source coming from? Well, we're already dark on this side, so let's do that. And so another thing that I think the longer strokes seem to hold it out a little bit better. Go here. Because this side is what is in shadow, so we're going to use our brush. Just going to color this side in. And Can you hear? Bork? Baroque? There he goes. And what I want to do now is try to employ some side of the brush and dry brush rendering, not really working. Okay. Something like so. And then what we need to do now is put something in the background. And for this, I think we want to add a little bit of water. Let's see how this goes. It may not go at all. We will find out. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine. Let us add, let's go on this side. And add some trees in the distance. So this looks something like a forest. And how many trees do I want to have here? Don't know. Let's have a big one. Let's put a big one here. Yep, something like that. Let's put a little one here. There are no leaves on any of these. Let's go ever so, let's go further back. This one here. Okay, so we changed this. We changed our waterfall to a tree. That's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I think we learned that the longer strokes simulate tree bark a little bit better. Again, pressing down on our fan brush, and we called an audible on this play. And we like Baroque a lot better than Chopin, and we don't like Tom Brady or anybody. So yeah, not too shabby.